time has come, and I want to ask you, are you ready for a long video dedicated to Hidayat Heydarov and his remarkable career? We'll dive into the amazing journey of this outstanding Azerbaijani judoka. He experienced significant ups and downs, changed weight categories, struggled with injuries, went through a series of setbacks, and then achieved a massive winning streak. Heydarov is a four-time European champion, a world champion, a three-time World Championships bronze medalist, and of course, an Olympic champion. A superb athlete who managed to win everything possible in judo in a single year. Well, friends, grab your popcorn, tea, and fruit, and let's dive into this adventure together. Hidayat Heydarov was born in 1997 in the city of Karaganda, Kazakhstan. At the time of competing in the Paris Grand Slam in 2017, he was only 19 years old. A very young judoka who, while competing among juniors, had already achieved decent results. But he needed to progress further and conquer new heights in the senior category. The Paris Grand Slam was an excellent opportunity for young Hidayat to show his worth and make a loud statement to the world. Back then, he lost in the quarterfinal to Soichi Hashimoto, and in the bronze medal match, he defeated none other than Rustam Orujov. At that time, Orujov was the Olympic silver medalist, vice champion, and ranked #1 in that weight class in Azerbaijan. And that's how Hidayat forged his first medal at an International Judo Federation event. We move on to the end of 2017, to the Masters tournament. Hidayat had turned 20, but he was still a young athlete. He was trusted with a spot at such a major tournament, and he was clearly fired up and motivated, unwilling to yield even a centimeter of the tatami. Heydarov made it all the way to the semi-final, where he once again lost to Hashimoto. In both his opening match and the quarterfinal, he showcased bright contests against strong, experienced opponents. Despite his young age, Heydarov was already confidently beating his rivals on the world stage. The bronze medal match against Mongolian judoka Gambatar Odbayar went into golden score, and Heydarov secured the win with an Osai Komi. This was the second very important medal in his career, bronze at Masters 2017. One could say Hidayat burst into the world elite. Also in 2017, Heydarov reached the semi-final of the Senior World Championships, but lost there to Hashimoto, who became the champion. The Azerbaijani himself ended up 5th, losing to that same Mongolian athlete, Odbayar. Now, we move on to the 2018 World Judo Championships in Baku. You'd think that competing on home soil should help our judoka, and at the previous World Championships in Budapest, he looked fantastic, while the upcoming tournament in his own country provided extra motivation. In the fourth round, Hidayat defeated the strong Tajik judoka Kojazoda, then overcame Akil Jakova from Kosovo. Next, he faced Odbayar again, and Heydarov prevailed once more. What character! Another World Championships semi-final, and look whom he's up against. Yet again, his old acquaintance, Soichi Hashimoto. Nothing changes, and the Japanese remains unbeatable for Hidayat. It seemed like an impregnable fortress for the Azerbaijani judoka. But he had to pull himself together and go for bronze. There was no other option. In the bronze medal match, Heydarov defeated future world champion and Olympic medalist Sendochir Sugbatar from Mongolia. Hidayat claimed bronze and received ovations from the president of Azerbaijan. Let's congratulate him on his first World Championships medal. The beginning, as they say, was laid. The year 2019 arrives, and Heydarov has already gained worldwide recognition. He made a splash at the World Championships. Everyone knows him, and everyone prepares for him. The 2019 Baku Grand Slam. After his triumph at Worlds, it's certainly nice to win a medal at home. Hidayat advanced to the semi-final, where he faced his national teammate, Rustam Orujov, a multiple world silver medalist. After defeating him, Heydarov went to the final to face Israeli judoka Tohar Butbul. Hidayat won by Shido and took the gold medal of the home tournament. It was the Azerbaijani's personal triumph. The pre-Olympic Judo World Championships in Tokyo 2019, my favorite worlds. Extremely competitive, spectacular. Shohei Ono, Rustam Orujov, Hidayat Heydarov, everyone was there. No doubt, Heydarov was already among the favorites, but the competition was incredibly fierce. A few weeks earlier, by the way, he had won the European Games in judo. However, at those Worlds in Tokyo, Heydarov reached the semi-final, where in a very tight contest, he lost to Rustam Orujov. Frustrating, disappointing, but he had to grit his teeth and go for another world bronze. Hidayat overcame Somon Makhmudbekov in a very tough match and claimed the bronze medal. Look how strong that podium turned out to be. The young Heydarov surrounded by top-tier, highly decorated athletes. And here comes a very difficult chapter in Heydarov's story. Orujov secured the Olympic spot, while Hidayat did not give up. He moved up to the 81 kilograms category, trying to qualify for the Tokyo Games. Heydarov had 9 competitions in the new weight and did not win a single medal. Those attempts were unsuccessful, an extremely tough period in his career. Then 2021 arrived, and the pre-Olympic World Championships in Budapest. Heydarov still hadn't secured a qualification. Naturally, it made sense to return to the 73 kilograms division. At Worlds in Budapest, he took 5th place, losing the bronze medal match to Hashimoto. But overall, it was not a bad performance, especially after such a long break. Finally, Heydarov claimed his first medal in this new phase of his judo after 3 long years without any podium finishes. This happened at the post-Olympic Grand Prix in Zagreb. Orujov ended up 5th at the Tokyo Games, and I believe that if Heydarov had gone to those Olympics, he would have brought home the gold for Azerbaijan. But at that time, Orujov was better and rightly earned the spot. He just didn't bring back a medal. Meanwhile, in Zagreb, Hidayat calmly and confidently outclassed all his opponents, and in the final, he defeated the European champion from Moldova, Victor Sturpu, with a spectacular ippon. A new chapter begins with a gold medal. The 2022 European Championships in Sofia, Bulgaria. Heydarov is a true king of the European Championships, and you'll soon see why. It was a tough tournament, a very competitive event, the virtual midpoint of the Olympic cycle. Hidayat once again arrived as a favorite, and nothing changed in that regard. He made it to the final of the Continental Championships, where he beat Italy's Giovanni Esposito. This was the second European Championships gold medal in Heydarov's career. That same 2022 saw a very strong World Championships in Tashkent, where the entire global judo elite gathered. Abe, Maruyama, Lombardo, Sendo Chir, and many others. In the 73 kilograms category, the field was also extremely tough, and getting onto the podium was no easy feat. In his second match, Heydarov faced the home fighter from Uzbekistan, Sharo Makadov, who put up an excellent fight. The contest lasted over 10 minutes. Hidayat, through sheer determination, scraped out the win, and that was only the second round. In the quarterfinal, he lost to Manuel Lombardo of Italy, but he performed well in the repechage, beating a Canadian judoka, and then, in the bronze medal match, overcame Tohar Butbul by Osaekomi. Thus, Heydarov earned the 3rd World Championships bronze of his career. The World Championships final had not yet been conquered. By this point, Rustam Orujov had long finished his career, while Hidayat firmly held his status as the team's #1 and Azerbaijan's top hope for the 2024 Paris Olympics. Now let's jump to 2023. The European Championships took place in Montpellier, France. Sometimes it seems that for Hidayat, this competition is like child's play. A true shark of the European Championships, he defeats all his opponents with great confidence. It's clear that he's mentally comfortable at European events. In the final, he finishes his opponent in his trademark style, a throw followed by an osaekomi to secure the win. Bravo! Hidayat becomes a 3-time European champion. Next is the world's judo capital, Japan, the 2023 Tokyo Grand Slam, his final event of that year. Naturally, Heydarov was the favorite. He defeated everyone in his path and in the semi-final took revenge on Manuel Lombardo of Italy. In the final, he was set to face Soichi Hashimoto, that long-awaited rematch Hidayat had been waiting for over so many years. Around 6 years, with multiple painful losses in a row. And finally, in their 8th encounter, and on his opponent's home turf, Heydarov beats Hashimoto in golden score. He takes the Tokyo Grand Slam gold and earns his long-awaited revenge. The year 2024 arrives, the year Hidayat Heydarov's life will change forever, you could say for all time. It's the Olympic year. Heydarov starts things off at the home Grand Slam in Baku as a sort of warm-up. Is he the favorite? Absolutely. Will he take gold? Without a doubt. And indeed, Hidayat cruises past all his opponents in style. In the final, he beats the young Tajik judoka Abubakar Sharov. That's how the Olympic year of 2024 begins for Heydarov. And what's next? Another European Judo Championships. A fourth gold is up for grabs. Remember what I said? He's the king of this tournament. In 2024, the European Championships take place in Zagreb, Croatia. Heydarov makes it to the final against Danil Lavrentiev and wins by Shido. We see him overflowing with joy and celebration. Hidayat himself still has no idea what awaits him in a couple of months. For now, he is a 4-time European champion in his career and a 3-time consecutive winner. Fantastic. The pre-Olympic Judo World Championships in Abu Dhabi is a risky step, given it's happening right before the most important event of a lifetime. But maybe Heydarov would finally reach the world final or even take gold. Hidayat confidently advanced through the preliminary rounds to the quarterfinal, then the semifinal where he faced Olympic team bronze medalist Igor Wantke. It seemed Hidayat was feeling the pressure, as the stakes were high. Still, he prevailed in the semifinal, overcoming the barrier that had thwarted him for so many years, reaching the World Championships final for the first time in his life. Waiting there was a young Japanese judoka, Tatsuki Ishihara, who had steamrolled everyone to reach the final at his first ever Worlds. The match was very cautious, with neither judoka wanting to take risks. A few seconds before the end, Ishihara scored a waza ari off a Heydarov mistake. But with just 10 seconds left, Hidayat threw the Japanese fighter with his signature bull throw for Ippon. Heydarov becomes a world champion for the first time. The red back patch is now his. But Hidayat back then still didn't know what awaited him at the Paris Games. Olympic Games 2024. The triumph station for Hidayat. He didn't even get to compete anywhere wearing his new red back patch. He went straight to the Olympics to capture the gold medal. Could he do it? Heydarov went in as the top seed, holding the highest ranking of any judoka. He defeated his Canadian opponent, reached the semi-final, where he faced the Kosovan judoka Akil Jakova, throwing him with his trademark technique. Olympic final. A medal is already guaranteed, but just one last step remains to achieve the dream. Standing across Hidayat is the 24-year-old Frenchman Jean-Benjamin Gaba, the tournament sensation. He had beaten Hashimoto and other favorites on his road to the final. Before this, Gaba only had bronze medals from Grand Prix events and the European Championships. But the French athlete proved extremely resilient, giving Heydarov a serious battle. Nevertheless, in golden score, Heydarov executes a leg hook, kosoda. He becomes the Olympic champion in judo. In 1 year, the Azerbaijani took the World Championships, the European Championships, and the Olympic Games. A true rarity, an absolute giant in the judo world. Excellent work by Hidayat Heydarov and his coach, Richard Troutman. Hidayat won everything possible in a single year, ending it virtually unstoppable. Ahead lies well-deserved fame, advertising deals, sponsorships, and most importantly, national recognition and love. Once again, congratulations to Hidayat for taking 3 gold medals in 1 year. I hope you enjoyed this material. I look forward to your feedback, comments, and subscriptions. Even more exciting stories await you next. All the best in judo, and see you soon.